Hello student, welcome to AISSMS Institute of Information Technology. Myself Dr. A.R. Deshmukh from Engineering Science Department. In this video, we will discuss about constructive and destructive interference. For this particular topic, we will discuss constructive and destructive interference of light and their conditions. As we know, when more than one wave traveling in a medium meet at a point or meet at a certain point, the resultant displacement is given by the vector sum of the displacement produced by each or individual waves. This is also called as the principle of superposition. Now, as we can see in figure 1, when two waves are in a phase meet at a certain point, then the resultant displacement can give us the constructive interference. So here the basic idea is, when two waves are in a phase and they meet at a certain point, the resultant displacement or the result will be the constructive interference. Now, as we can see in figure 2, when two waves are in out of phase and traveling in a medium and meet at a certain point, the resultant displacement or the result will be the destructive interference. So here we can get the idea, when the two waves are in a phase, we get the constructive interference, or we can say when two waves are in a phase meet at a point, and the result will be the constructive interference. In contrast to this, when two waves are out of phase and meet at a point, the result will be the destructive interference. Now let us understand the conditions when two waves or two light waves meet at a point in a phase. Then the resultant amplitude is additions of the two individual amplitudes, and this leads to increase in the intensity, because intensity is proportional to the square root of amplitude, and this result into the constructive interference. Now, as described earlier, in contrast to this, if the two waves are out of phase, the resultant amplitude is the difference between the two individual waves amplitudes, and this leads to decrease in the intensity and becomes the reason for the destructive interference. Now let us understand the mathematical expression for these constructive conditions for the constructive and the destructive interference. As we have mentioned earlier, for the constructive interference, the amplitude and the intensity of the light must be maximum, and the expression for the resultant amplitude for the two waves can be written as AR square equal to A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos phi. As we can see in this expression, A square seems to be dependent on cos phi, and so cos phi must be maximum for achieving constructive interference, and it can be achieved when cos phi is equal to plus 1, and this condition can be satisfied when phi equal to 0, 2 pi, 4 pi, dot dot dot, like even multiple of pi. So from that we can write the condition for the constructive interference for the phase difference is phi equal to 2n pi, where n can be 0, start from 0, 1, 2, 3 dot dot dot. As we know that the relation between the phase difference and the path difference is phi equal to 2 pi by lambda delta x, then we can substitute the equation 1 in equation 2, then we can get 2n pi equal to 2 pi by lambda delta x. So we can get the path difference condition for constructive interference in delta x equal to n lambda. So these are the conditions for constructive interference for phase difference, which is 2n pi, and for the path difference delta x equal to n pi. Now let us understand the condition for the destructive interference. So for the destructive interference, the amplitude and the intensity of the light must be minimum, and as we know, the resultant amplitude for the two waves, the equation is ar square equal to a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. So in this case, the cos phi must be minimum and cos phi equal to -1, and this condition can be satisfied by when phi equal to pi or 3 pi or 5 pi, 5 pi comma dot dot dot, that is phi equal to odd multiple numbers of pi, and this condition can be written in can be written by phi equal to 2n plus 1 pi, where n equal to 0 1 2 3 dot dot dot. So similarly, as we have mentioned in the earlier slide, that phi equal to 2 pi by how phase difference and the path difference can be related with each other, and we get the final expression for the path difference as delta x equal to 2n plus or minus 1 lambda by 2. So these are the conditions for the destructive interference for the phase difference as well as path difference. Thank you.